Welcome to The Explainer. I'm so thrilled you're here because today we're tackling something that affects pretty much all of us, and that is the financial headache of car ownership. Look, let's face it, getting your car serviced often feels like this annoying, totally unpredictable expense. But today, our ultimate goal is turning those random car expenses into a highly effective budget daily strategy. We're going to dive right into the math, the mechanics, and the actual hard numbers behind why proactive car care is, hands down, one of the smartest financial moves you can make. Here's our quick roadmap for today's explainer. 1. The true cost of neglect. 2. The brake system cascade. 3. Building a maintenance budget. 4. 5 easy DIY car fixes. And 5. Fix or replace your car. All right, Section 1. The true cost of neglect. So we really need to rethink this common mindset that car maintenance is just some frustrating grudge purchase. Think about it. What is the real cost of ignoring that weird car noise? You absolutely know the one I'm talking about. It's a faint squeak when you slow down, or maybe that little rattle when you're just sitting at a red light. It's so incredibly easy to tell yourself, oh, it can wait. But the truth is, your vehicle systems don't just deteriorate on a convenient schedule. They degrade based on how you drive. And the immediate financial penalty of that neglect is just staggering. Catch an issue early and a routine service might only set you back a few $100s. But if you ignore it, you are easily looking at a $1,500 repair bill, or in a worst-case scenario, total engine failure. There's this fantastic quote from mechanics over in Australia who literally see this happening every single day. Skipping maintenance doesn't save money. It shifts the cost further down the track, usually at the worst time. Ignoring an overdue oil change or putting some black tape over a warning light is not a savings strategy, guys. It is quite literally a delayed tax on your future self. Moving right along to Section 2, the brake system cascade. Let's look at a real-world, high-stakes case study of how this mechanical neglect multiplies your invoice. We'll use your braking system as an example. It's basically a domino effect. Step 1. Your brake pads wear thin. If you catch it early, it's a super cheap replacement. But let's say you ignore it. Then we hit Step 2. The metal backing plate actually starts grinding and ruins your rotors. Keep ignoring that grinding sound? Step 3. The caliper completely seizes. At every single step of this cascade, your bill rapidly escalates because the weaker components literally force the rest of the system to fail. To put some hard data behind this, according to automotive experts in the UAE, where intense desert heat absolutely brutalizes brakes, annual preventative care costs around 1,200 dirhams. Emergency repairs from system failure, try 2,500 dirhams per incident. So preventative care is literally less than half the cost of waiting for a catastrophic failure. Okay, Section 3, building a maintenance budget. Now that we've seen how fast things can go wrong, let's flip the script. Let's turn this from a surprise emergency into a totally predictable monthly budget. The crucial point here is knowing exactly how much you need to save. For newer cars, under 3 years old, you want to budget $50 to $100 a month. Midlife cars, roughly 4 to 8 years old, those need $100 to $200. And for cars 9 years or older, you need to budget $150 to $300 a month to cover all those aging components. $153. Based on real-world tracking, this is the average monthly cost to maintain a midlife car perfectly. If you can just automate a transfer of $150 into a completely separate account every single month, you effectively shield yourself from those terrifying multi-$1,000 emergency bills. And please keep this golden rule in mind. Time degrades fluids just as much as mileage does. I hear this all the time. People say, well, I barely drive, so I don't really need a car budget. Actually, no. Brake fluid absorbs moisture over time. Coolant breaks down. Even if your car is just sitting in the driveway looking pretty, these fluids must be changed on a schedule, and you have to budget for that reality. Which brings us to Section 4, 5 easy DIY car fixes. Keeping cash in your pocket isn't just about budgeting. It's also about taking care of the simple stuff yourself at home. But before we dive in and get our hands dirty, we absolutely have to mention a crucial safety warning from Latitude Financial. Always let the engine cool down before you start working under the hood. Seriously, it is the #1 golden rule of any DIY mechanical work. All right, here are 5 brilliant easy hacks. 1. Air filter replacement. It's basically just a plastic box with clips. You pop the old one out, pop the new one in. 2. Swapping wiper rubber. Doing this yourself costs maybe 10 to 20 bucks at an auto store, compared to a mechanic who might charge you upwards of $100 for the exact same thing. 3. Headlight bulbs. It's usually a simple quarter turn to unlock and replace. 4. Using WD-40 to easily remove old bumper stickers without destroying your car's paint. And 5. Checking your tire pressure. It guarantees safety and it actually maximizes your fuel efficiency. Taking care of these little things yourself saves you hundreds of dollars over the course of a year. And finally, Section 5, fix or replace your car. This is the ultimate financial dilemma every driver eventually faces, right? Do you keep fixing the old reliable, or is it time to replace it? A lot of people think hitting a $1,500 repair bill automatically means it's time for a brand new car. But let's look at the actual total yearly cost here. Keeping an older car averages about $3,100 a year. But buying a new car? You are looking at $8,700 a year when you actually factor in car payments, higher insurance premiums, and basic maintenance. Which brings us to this massive, honestly glorious figure, $5,600. That is the exact amount of money you save per year by simply choosing to maintain your current car rather than replacing it with a new one. Think about that. You could literally spend triple your expected maintenance costs on an older car, and it would still make perfect financial sense compared to upgrading. So I want to wrap up this explainer by leaving you with one very exciting question. What are you going to do with the $5,600 you just saved this year? By shifting your mindset, taking the time to build a predictable monthly maintenance budget, and staying ahead of those cascading repairs, you aren't just taking care of a hunk of metal. You are actively protecting your wealth. Start that car budget today, automate those savings, and you can drive with absolute peace of mind. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll see you next time.